This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. Susan is off today, and you know what? It's been a pretty sunny week, but all that heat and humidity, it's rolled in, and now we have alert days in the forecast.
So just how long will all this warm weather last? Let's get a look at your first warm forecast. I think I know who has the answer. Chief Meteorologist Alex Arrington out there scorching on the patio.
Yes, I may have some answers here. We haven't had alert day conditions for a while. It's actually been a decent and long stretch considering how many alert days we have had really since February, but we are eyeing up the potential of severe storms this weekend combined with hot weather for all of southern Wisconsin. This is Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Really could be looking at humidity levels that we haven't seen in some time. Even last summer, the humidity levels weren't quite as high because we were in a drought, and this year we've had quite a bit of water, so there's a lot more humidity to deal with as our actual temperatures bump up into the lower 90s by the time we get into Sunday. Even those upper 80s Saturday and Monday combined with the amount of humidity that we're going to have across southern Wisconsin is going to produce some very high heat index values. Adding water to the equation here, nothing in Dane County right now. Areas down towards Monticello, a little stray shower, a couple stray showers, maybe a clap or two of thunder, all adding more raindrops to an already wet scene across southern Wisconsin. Temperatures, Brady and Armand, you were saying they're warm. They're in the low to mid 80s out here with that sun. It always feels about anywhere between 15 to 20 degrees warmer in the direct sunlight. These temperatures are going to be cool in comparison, again, to what we're going to be experiencing as we head out into the future. So fast forward, Sunday evening, 5 o'clock, looking at heat index values approaching 100, if not into the low 100s when you combine the actual air temperature around 90 or above with all of the humidity that we have across southern Wisconsin. All part of the three things you need to know. Tracking fog tonight, the weekend heat index values, the feels like factors near 100. And we'll be talking about the severe weather threat too coming up in Maine weather.
Alex, thank you. And with this upcoming heat and humidity, there's a lot to keep in mind to stay safe and hydrated.
Oh, for sure. And these safety tips are not just for people, but also for our furry friends, too. Meryl Hubbard is outside to talk with us about some of the heat safety tips for people and pets. Meryl?
Yeah, Brady and Armand, it's a beautiful day outside, but we both know it's going to get a lot more uncomfortable and even sticky over the weekend. SSM Health tells me that with this heat, it means more hydration and heat checks for everyone, and that includes our pets. Hot days means checking outdoor surfaces to make sure they aren't too hot. Benches, playgrounds, even the ground itself can reach temperatures that can burn our skin.
Those objects can heat up exponentially when it gets this hot, and you can have it be 90 degrees outside, and some of those surfaces can actually be 50 degrees warmer than that, and can cause pretty significant burns.
SSM Health recommends using the back of your hand to check the temperature of outdoor objects. In an effort to keep healthy in the heat, Lisa Bernard with the Dane County Humane Society says dogs also need special attention to protect their paws.
Sometimes we forget that those paw pads, that's skin. So it can get burned on very hot surfaces and it can be painful for them.
There are waxes, sticky pads, even little boots for dogs to protect those paws. But Lisa recommends taking your dog out for walks in the early morning or the evening to really keep them cool. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Meryl. And in about an hour and a half, all eyes will be on President Joe Biden as he gives his first solo press conference since last November.
I think the president has to present a clear and convincing case to the American people, not only tonight, but in everything he does.
Senior Biden campaign advisors met with Senate Democrats behind closed doors to try to reassure them that the president can run and win. A new Washington Post poll shows a majority of Americans and Democrats say that following the president's debate performance, he should step aside. But the poll also shows President Biden still running even with former President Trump. The president is expected to speak at 5:30 tonight. We do plan to take that live on air and on channel3000.com. And in just a few days, Wisconsin will be the center of the political world.
That's because the Republican National Convention will be held in Milwaukee starting on Monday. And that's where we find political reporter Will Keneally.
Yeah, it's actually a week from tonight exactly that Republicans will nominate former President Donald Trump to be their nominee for this November's ballot. And this comes amid continued questions about the future of President Joe Biden's campaign. We caught up with State Republican Party Chair Brian Schimming, who had this to say.
think about this in context, too, not just our nomination, but the whole scope of what's going on between the two parties. They are stuck with Joe Biden until he unsticks himself, if he does. So given the choice of two situations, I love being in the one that Republicans are in right now.
But there are still a handful of open questions for Republicans heading into next week's convention, namely who will be their pick for vice president. Now, we'll have full live coverage from Milwaukee next week, but until then, reporting from Milwaukee, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Thanks, Will. Once again, former President Donald Trump is expected to be officially nominated next week at the RNC. The political gathering will feature televised speeches by rising Republican stars and Trump's choice for a running mate, while also highlighting the party's stance on topics such as abortion, immigration, and the economy. More than 50,000 people from around the world are expected to attend. Party delegates from all 50 states and 6 U.S. territories will officially select nominees for president and vice president at the convention. Trump is expected to pick his running mate by July 15th, and the vice presidential candidate will then address the convention on July 17th. Trump is expected to accept the nomination with a speech on July 18th. That's the final night of the convention. And of course, we will be there when all of this happens. News 3 Now is keeping you updated with everything RNC. We will have crews live in Milwaukee for the convention Monday through Friday. And of course, we will have a lot more coverage on channel3000.com.
The Wisconsin Democracy Campaign celebrating last week's decision to reinstate the use of ballot drop boxes. The group hosted an Unlock the Box rally this afternoon after last week's 4-3 decision by the state Supreme Court to reverse its 2022 near-total ban on ballot drop boxes, a decision they say paves the way for more eligible voters to easily and conveniently participate in the election process.
There's so much to be jaded about when you have so many that are trying to suppress votes, so many that want to make sure that there are people that get to sit on the sidelines and don't get to participate in democracy, and yet these people wake up every single day and they don't quit. And I want people around the country to see the progress that's happening here in Wisconsin, because we are a story and a message of hope.
Absentee voting surged in popularity during the COVID pandemic. By spring of 2021, there were 570 drop boxes in place in 66 of Wisconsin's 72 counties. And ahead at 4, the heat is making its way to south central Wisconsin.
But we're not the only part of the country dealing with severe weather. The latest on the storms and heat from across the country next at 4.
Maddie has heart failure, and it can't be cured. It's hard for her to get out of the house, and she's missed so many good times. She's getting worse, and we need help with decisions about her care. Our neighbor is using a Grace, so I asked Maddie's doctor about them. Turns out, a Grace hospice care can help us. They're already managing Maddie's breathing trouble and edema better. And today, she's feeling up to a birthday party. A Grace, authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn how a Grace can connect with you.
What's up? You need some windows?
Hum. Oh, you need windows, yes you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Baraboo Furniture and Mattress is now open. Over $1 million of quality name brands on display, including Flex Steel, Best, England, Spring Air, Ashley, Amish Furniture, and much more. All in stock and on sale. With an acre of quality name brand furniture in our beautiful new showroom, you're sure to find just what you're looking for. Get special free financing. All credit welcome. Hurry in today to Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3-to-1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Our safety is built on agreements like NATO,
which has protected us for 75 years. And our security is based on an understanding that we never give comfort to dictators. So why does Donald Trump keep siding with Putin? He said he'd walk away from NATO and gave Putin a green light to attack whoever he wants.
I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want.
He sold out Ukraine to empower Putin. He attacks American intelligence and law enforcement and sides with Putin instead, because this is who Donald Trump is. A lapdog for a dictator who blames America first. The United States must never be like Putin's Russia. We don't empower dictators. We don't undermine freedom.
My message to President Putin is simple. We will not walk away. We will not bow down. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Actress Shelley Duvall, who starred in The Shining and worked consistently with director Robert Altman, has died at 75 years old. No cause of death was given, but Dan Gilroy, her lifelong partner, told CBS News Duvall has been suffering a lot in the last year of her life and said that she is now free to fly away. He says Duvall died in her sleep at their home in Blanco, Texas, of complications of diabetes. Duvall was a standout, starring opposite Jack Nicholson in the horror film The Shining and the Robin Williams comedy Popeye.
Well, from coast to coast, millions of Americans are dealing with misery caused by nasty weather.
It's in the west, it's the extreme heat out there, out east, and in the nation's midsection. The remnants of the former Hurricane Beryl are causing serious flooding. Danya Backus has the latest from Los Angeles.
Meals on Wheels volunteers in Portland, Oregon are handing out more than just food.
Meals on Wheels, people.
Many seniors in Portland are enduring searing heat without air conditioning.
Here's your fan. Just want to make sure that you drink plenty of water.
Cooling centers are also providing some relief. Central California is expected to break more heat records.
It's unbearable. It makes me sick. It almost makes me sick. I can't do nothing. It's just way too hot.
And tourists in Las Vegas are taking in the sights under triple-digit temperatures. At least 28 people have died from extreme heat over the past week, mostly here in California and Oregon. Heading east, the remnants of former Hurricane Beryl are making life miserable for millions. Flash flooding in Ruidoso, New Mexico forced people from their homes again, 2 weeks after wildfires caused evacuations. In Texas, people are lining up for water and food in scorching heat.
There's a tornado.
Yep, I see it.
3 tornadoes ripped through western New York on Wednesday. And in Vermont, as much as half a foot of rain caused widespread flooding and sinkholes.
Say we're in a heightened state of anxiety, that would be an understatement.
The flooding comes 1 year to the day strong storms left this part of central Vermont underwater. Whether it's relentless rain or scorching heat,
I think this is manageable with a little water.
People are doing what they can to find relief. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Forecasters are calling the western heat wave unprecedented and said relief may be on the way by the weekend.
And a major heat wave that has blanketed much of the United States over these past several days is to blame for at least 28 deaths. Most of the heat-related deaths were in California and Oregon, but the high temperatures have killed people as far east as Maryland. More than 135 million people across the country are under heat alerts. That intense heat expected to stick around through the weekend, and authorities fear the death toll could rise.
We have alert days in the forecast for the heat. Let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is here. Alex.
Yes, Brady, a lot to talk about here. We're going to get a taste of that hot weather in southern Wisconsin, and with that comes severe storm chances. So that's why we're highlighting this upcoming weekend and Monday of next week for the expectation of alert day conditions to develop. Right now, want to just rest assured there's no showers and thunderstorms across Dane County at this point in time, but that's going to change over the course of this weekend. Some spotty showers and thunderstorms to the north up towards Marquette and Green Lake and Juneau and Adams counties. Not expecting washouts. These will fizzle just like they have been doing the past couple of days. Leading up to the hot temperatures, got 83 in Madison right now, 82 in the Dells, 82 in Boscoville, and 82 in Janesville, where we should be for this time of year. But these temperatures are going to be warming up most certainly by the time we get to Sunday. This is the feels like factor. You add the humidity to the actual air temperature, you get what's called the heat index. 100, maybe 100 plus in some of those localized areas. Had a little chat on my meteorologist Alex Harrington personal Facebook page. Why is this? Why are we seeing these heat index values? A lot of it has to do with the local water source that we've had. It's been a very wet spring. Our crops, although some of those crops have been under a lot of pressure from all the water that we've had, and we've lost some of our crops, but the crops that are still out there are giving off lots of water, and so is all that lush green vegetation. It gives us that local source of moisture, almost like the tropics. So now's the time to plan ahead for the weekend. Know we've got art fair on the square. Light clothing, know where the cool spots are, limit your time outside, locate an AC or a fan if you don't have one, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. The rest of this evening here, though, for the Madison area, temperatures slipping down into the 60s. Don't be surprised waking up tomorrow morning that we may be looking at a little bit of patchy fog as well. So let's recap this here. Feels like 100 Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, perhaps even into Monday afternoon. Severe thunderstorms are possible Saturday through Monday. Strong winds and heavy rains would be the main threat with these storms, as we see these periods of storms Saturday afternoon going on into the wee hours of your Sunday morning. Get a little break on Sunday, and then another line of thunderstorms moving into southern Wisconsin Sunday evening. So we'll see the morning storms, we heat up, we get evening storms, and then we repeat again Saturday, Sunday, going on into Monday. We've got a marginal risk of severe weather Saturday, we've got a risk of severe weather on Sunday, and also a risk of severe weather on Monday as well. So alert day conditions, want to highlight heat and storms are going to be the main threats out of these conditions over the weekend going into early next week. But good news is you most certainly are going to enjoy those temperatures by mid to late next week in the upper 70s to near 80. And don't forget, if you want to send us those weather photos when it's safe to do so, you most certainly could do that. Just get your phone out right now, like I have here over at the little weather desk. You scan that QR code, and that links you right up to sending us those photos, which we love to show on air.
Alex, thank you. And like we said, severe weather impacting the whole country. This is video from Barnett, Vermont. Severe flash flooding caused a road to rip apart and create a sinkhole in the middle of the road off of Route 5. Several roads across the state have been washed out from flooding.
The spire of the Gothic Cathedral of the French city of Rouen in Normandy caught on fire today. The cathedral, one of France's finest, was painted several times by Impressionist artist Claude Monet in the 19th century. Images show a dark plume of smoke rising from the spire and people in the streets below looking up in horror. The scene was reminiscent of the devastating fire at Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris in 2019.
The second day of testimony is underway in the involuntary manslaughter trial of actor Alec Baldwin. This morning, the defense questioned crime scene technician Marissa Popple.
There is zero evidence in this case that Alec Baldwin brought a live round onto set, correct?
Correct.
There is zero evidence in this case that Alec Baldwin loaded that live round into that gun, right?
Correct.
Baldwin has pleaded not guilty and has maintained he did not pull the trigger after he discharged a prop gun. If convicted, the actor could face up to 18 months in prison and a $5,000 fine.
Coming up at 4, there's always so much to do in the 608 during the weekend.
That's right. Our Josh Sprider will preview some of the events in the area, including Art Fair on the Square, next at 4.
I was raised by my wonderful grandparents who took care of me when my mother was struggling with addiction. Later, when Nana got frail, I was privileged to help take care of her. I believe it's our duty to honor our elders. So I've worked hard in the Senate to protect Medicare and nursing home care from those who've tried relentlessly to cut benefits. The least we can do is help those who've helped us. I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
A roof replacement can cost you $15,000, $20,000 or even more. But 9 out of 10 roofs don't need replaced. They can be rejuvenated with Roof Max for just a fraction of the cost.
Hi, I'm Kevin Harrington. I'm an original shark from the hit television show Shark Tank. When it comes to Roof Max, I'm all in. When I saw that Roof Max could extend the life of your roof by years, I decided to invest in the company.
Don't replace, rejuvenate with Roof Max.
To everyone making time for life's best moments, let us celebrate with you.
In Wisconsin, we love celebrating together.
Big days or any other day.
So much.
From hot and juicy to ooey gooey
to oh my word.
Oh my word.
Cougars!
serving you a handcrafted meal that makes
Today, a little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hi, I'm Steve Lindenau, owner of Crazy Lenny's e-bikes. We are the e-bike experts. We've been doing this for well over a decade, and we'll use that expertise to get you into the right e-bike. We have the right bike here for everyone, and our knowledgeable staff will help select the right bike for you. So if you're looking for an e-bike, give us a call or stop on by, because nobody e-bikes like we bikes.
Here's to sweet summer days together in Wisconsin. To discovering magic in every moment. Here's to supper club celebrations. And to a lifetime of memories. Here's to reconnecting through a world filled with wonder. And dancing until the sun goes down. Here's to those who Wisconsin.
After careful review of medical guidance and research on pain relief, my recommendation is simple. Every home should have Salon Paws. Powerful, yet non-addictive. Targeted and long-lasting. I recommend Salon Paws. It's good medicine.
Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy-efficient windows from Champion. Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
I'll need your help with this. It's Thursday.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, let's make that a thing now.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, everyone's working for the weekend anyway in the 608 this afternoon.
That's right. Josh Sprider here to preview what's happening around town.
It is almost the weekend in the 608, and I have 3 things for you to do as summer officially hits the halfway point. Can you believe it? First up, a summer staple in Madison, one of the Midwest's most popular and highly regarded outdoor celebrations of the arts, will return to the Capitol Square on Saturday and Sunday. I'm talking about the Art Fair on the Square. Nearly 200,000 visitors will be heading downtown for the event. Admission is free. Hours run Saturday from 9 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 5. Due to Art Fair on the Square this weekend, the Dane County Farmers Market moves down East Washington Avenue to Breeze Stevens Field this Saturday only. You can still support your favorite local farmers and makers from 7 in the morning to noon, just down the road from their normal spot. Madison's biggest free summer community celebration is back. La Fête des Marquettes is happening at McPike Park in Madison. It is a chance to see top-tier musicians along with fun for the whole family. Different activities going on throughout the weekend. Then, of course, you have all that delicious food and beer. You can check out all the fun through Sunday. Admission to that event is also free. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to our section of channel3000.com or click on that community calendar in partnership with Madison Magazine. In the 608, live at 4, I'm Josh Sprider.
And also happening this weekend, a car show that'll help raise money for the Dane County Humane Society is happening Saturday at Boulevard in Madison. Pro Clip USA will host the car show, which will feature over 150 automobiles. Spectators can attend the car show for free, but exhibitors must pay $10 per car and must register between 9 and 10 a.m. on July 13th. The show will start from 10 and go till 2 p.m. And since it started, the show has raised over $15,000 for DCHS.
Amara, the Hilldale restaurant serving contemporary Italian cuisine that opened in October 2022, will permanently close on July 27th. The restaurant was opened by Rule No. 1 Hospitality Group, which also operates Merchant, Lucille, and Toto Fresco. Social media posts say Amara will offer dinner service only for the remainder of its time open, with significant discounts starting on Monday, July 15th. They did not immediately respond to questions about why the restaurant is closing.
Also this weekend, check out Art Fair Off the Square, happening at the same time. Yeah. 2 great art events. I think that one focuses on local artists. So
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It is. Well, next at 4, many families are without a home following an apartment fire in Janesville.
There's many ways that you can help out the families who are out of their homes. We'll show you how next at 4.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
You'll also get free fitness training, equipment for every workout, and more. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends July 18th.
Right now, we're running our 60-60-60 sale. So when you purchase your new concrete coating, you get a $60 Visa gift card plus either 60% off installation or 60-month no-interest financing. This is one of our best deals of the year, so visit our website or call the number for your new floor today.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Refresh your space with Mohawk's amazing tile selection. Choose from over 350 tile options. Crafted glass ceramic tiles are just 99 cents each after rebate. Shop our selection of window images window treatments. 2-inch cordless white faux wood blinds are room darkening for light control and privacy. Just $21.99 after 11% rebate at Menards. #1 in customer satisfaction among home improvement retailers, according to J.D. Power.
Save big money at Menards. I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me. I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
Choosing your own path. For those recovering from injury, illness, or stroke, choosing Encompass Health for inpatient rehabilitation may just be their most important choice.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
You'll also get free fitness training, equipment for every workout, and more. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends July 18th.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Oh, it's a nice day to be out by the lake, eh?
Yeah, look at that. Even the seagulls enjoy it.
Yeah, you know, if they're happy, I'm happy. But unfortunately, hot and stormy soon. Uh-oh, I don't like the sound of that, Alex.
Indeed, yes. I actually, speaking of the sun, it was in my face earlier, and I kind of like it when we get into the shade, because that sun, when you have that direct sun, it adds an extra 10, 15, if not 20 degrees to that feels like factor. And we've got feels like factor. The heat index values are going to approach 100 this weekend. We have our crop situation with all of the water across southern Wisconsin, a lush vegetation that adds a lot of water into the atmosphere. Plant sweating, so to speak. It's called evapotranspiration. That's the fuel for the very humid conditions we're going to expect with temperatures near 90 degrees. Also, that fuel provides that sustenance there, that energy for severe thunderstorms. So it's looking like we're going to have daily severe weather chances as well. The peak of our temperatures will be on Sunday in the lower 90s. Saturday and Monday, even in the upper 80s. With the amount of humidity that we're going to be experiencing, it's going to feel extremely uncomfortable. Good news is, by the time we get to Wednesday and early next week, we actually go below normal for a change. So we're going to do a little roller coaster ride in the temperatures. The humidity is likely going to peak Saturday afternoon and then again Sunday afternoon. That dew point, the muggy meter, that's that measure of moisture. When dew points get into the mid and upper 70s to near 80, that's oppressive humidity. That's when you step outside and you just feel that rush of extreme warmth and humidity, and we're expecting that feels like factor Sunday afternoon, and then again perhaps Monday afternoon near 100 degrees, even Saturday afternoon in the mid to upper 90s as that warm air moves in to southern Wisconsin. We've got temperatures in the lower 80s right now, but add that humidity by the time we get to the weekend, it's going to feel a lot warmer. Lower 80s, 83s really popular across Dane County. In terms of water out here right now coming on our radar 3000, not a whole lot up towards Juneau, Adams, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. A couple of isolated showers, and Dane County is currently high and dry, just on the warm side, but expect patchy fog to wake up to tomorrow morning, and I'm going to show you what those thunderstorm complexes and the timing of them will be like coming up in my next main weather.
Alex, thank you. Losses reported by some high-tech companies led to a mixed day on Wall Street. While the Dow was up 32 points, the Nasdaq lost 364, and the S&P was off 49.
We have an update to a story that we've been following, the Janesville apartment fire. Today, the Southwest Wisconsin American Red Cross will open a multi-agency resource center called MARC.
Our Michelle Renee Quinn has more on how you can help those displaced.
The MARC is a one-stop shop for anyone who has been affected by the fire. It opens today from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the new Job Center. Resources here will include caseworkers to help with recovery plans and navigating paperwork, aid with specific needs like rent, groceries, and health services, and Red Cross volunteers representing healthcare, mental health services, and spiritual care assistance for those affected by the fire. Red Cross is not currently taking contributions in kind. However, they ask those who want to help to donate blood, volunteer, or make a financial donation by visiting redcross.org. If you were affected by this fire and are in need of assistance, call 1-800-RED-CROSS. And for anyone looking to help, affected families are using GoFundMe to recover and rebuild. You can find the links to donate attached to this story on channel3000.com. Now, the fire investigators say the Janesville apartment fire Monday was an accident. But I spoke with the Janesville Fire Marshal this morning, and he told me the investigation is still ongoing. Their team is working with the insurance company to investigate the area where that fire started, and that's to ensure that there wasn't more than one potential cause. Once that investigation concludes, we'll give you a complete update with the details released.
Devontae Mitchell was laid to rest today in Milwaukee. Witness cell phone video shows multiple Hyatt Regency hotel personnel pinning down 43-year-old Devontae Mitchell with their hands and knees as he appears to beg for help. First responders found Mitchell unresponsive when they arrived at the scene. He was later pronounced dead. Milwaukee police say the incident started when Mitchell entered the hotel, caused a disturbance, and fought with the security guards as they escorted him out. Mitchell's sister and other family members say the father of two was suffering from mental health issues. Reverend Al Sharpton delivered Mitchell's eulogy.
When I heard what happened to your son, people asked me why do I get involved, because the only difference between Devontae and any of us is they didn't grab us yet. This man did nothing for what he got. And we all need to stand up for him, so we stand up for ourselves.
Hyatt is now calling for the employees who worked for hotel operator Aimbridge Hospitality to face criminal charges. The Milwaukee County DA's office says it's awaiting a full autopsy, but is reviewing the case as a potential homicide. It might be summer break, but with the Republican National Convention gearing up, hundreds of students are putting in extra work to make their voices heard.
Our Maddie Himes is in Milwaukee with the story.
Next week, many will view Milwaukee as the gathering space for the Republican National Convention. But for UW Milwaukee students, this political hotspot is just called campus. Fourth-year student Adari Tamayo is the co-chair of the UW Milwaukee chapter of Students for a Democratic Society. He's one of the hundreds planning to march at the RNC next week and one of the 40 million Gen Zs eligible to vote in this year's presidential election.
A week after my 18th birthday was, the first time I got to vote. And since then, it was clear that, we need something more than just putting our names in a ballot box to, affect change. We will build a better society for ourselves and for the future generations.
According to Tufts University, young people are lining up at the polls in record numbers in recent presidential elections. Experts say it's issues like climate change, reproductive freedoms, the cost of living, and social inequalities, bringing youth to the polls and to the streets. Several chapters of Students for a Democratic Society nationwide plan to join the UW Milwaukee chapter next week. Reporting in Milwaukee, Maddie Himes, News 3 Now.
And News 3 Now is keeping you updated with everything RNC. We'll have live crews in Milwaukee for the convention Monday through Friday, and of course, we'll have a lot more coverage over on channel3000.com.
Coming up at 4, dyslexia affects tens of millions of Americans, and it can be difficult to treat.
We'll tell you how artificial intelligence is now being used to help next at 4.
hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Sid's been thinking about getting dentures for a while now, but how does he know they'll look and feel right and at an affordable price that will help bring back that award-winning smile? Well, picture this. Aspen Dental offers a guarantee on all dentures. They'll make it right or your money back. Plus, financing options like $0 down plus 0% interest if paid in full within 18 months. Helping bring back nice to see you again smiles. It's one more way Aspen Dental is in your corner.
The summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin with Plexiderm.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. Nothing works like this.
Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Did you know that Wisconsin Vision offers telehealth eye exams? I just scheduled my telehealth eye exam easily on their website. Once in store, a tech helps get me started and then pre-checks my eyes. See my eye on the screen? Then I have my telehealth eye exam virtually with a licensed optometrist on the TV.
Everything looks great, Kate. You're going to love your new prescription.
Ask about our $69 eye exam. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
New at 5, who do state GOP leaders think will be Donald Trump's pick for vice president? We preview what you can expect from the Republican National Convention here in Wisconsin.
Coming up at 5, we'll be discussing alert day conditions expected Saturday through Monday. We'll talk how high the temperatures will get and the severe weather threats.
And ahead at 6, UW-Milwaukee students are gearing up to march on the RNC. We reveal why more young people are getting more involved in politics than ever before. That's tonight at 6.
A new study from the American Cancer Society suggests nearly half of adult cancer deaths in the U.S. could be prevented by making lifestyle changes. Researchers also found roughly 40% of new cancer cases among U.S. adults 30 and older could be attributed to preventable risk factors. Smoking was by far the leading risk factor. According to the study, cigarettes contribute to nearly 1 in 5 cancer cases and nearly a third of all cancer deaths. Other key risk factors include excess body weight, excessive alcohol consumption, lack of physical activity, and diet. Infections like HPV were also risk factors. In 2019, the 18 preventable risk factors research were linked to upwards of 700,000 new cancer cases and more than 262,000 deaths.
Dyslexia affects as many as 20% of people worldwide, and it can be challenging to treat.
Michael George shows us how artificial intelligence is being helped to use to treat people with dyslexia.
Megan Odell says her dyslexia caused her to struggle inside and outside the classroom.
Just trying to communicate, because I had all these things I wanted to say and I wanted to express myself, but I couldn't even do a simple thing of just talking.
Dyslexia is one of the most common learning disabilities, affecting more than 40 million people in the U.S. It can make both speaking and reading a challenge.
The disorder happens because there are inefficiencies in the brain for language processing.
Dr. Coral Ho is a clinical linguist and helped create Dissolve.
Phase, band, bore.
It's a computer program that uses games to help treat dyslexia. Using AI, it adapts to someone's individual needs.
If Dissolve AI finds that a student has an error with item 1, it will continue to probe that. Why is the student having this problem with item 1? What is the source of that difficulty? And that's what we call responsive intelligence.
Pack.
Dissolve costs $1,000 a year. Dr. Ho says the program is needed because there aren't enough teachers to work with every person with dyslexia individually.
Because of the amount of resources that's required to do something like that, half the students with dyslexia are locked out of getting any kind of special services.
Odell says Dissolve has helped her enjoy reading more.
I hated reading, I hated writing, I hated speaking, I hated all of it, and now reading is one of my favorite hobbies.
There is no cure for dyslexia, but treatments can improve reading skills and make a big difference. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Dissolve is intended for anyone with dyslexia from kindergarten and up.
The new Consumer Price Index report shows the inflation rate dropped slightly last month, cooling a bit more than expected.
The Consumer Price Index was down by 0.1% in June. It's the first monthly decline since May 2020. Compared to a year ago, prices are up 3%. The report shows good news at the gas pump. Compared to a year ago, prices are down 2.5%. In the used car market, prices are down more than 10%, but rent is up 5.2% and auto insurance is up sharply by 19.5%.
The inflation rate is moving in the right direction, but it's probably not going to help a lot of families that are struggling amid high prices.
Even with inflation cooling, prices are still up about 23% over 5 years. That's roughly double what would be expected in normal conditions. Cooling inflation could drive the Fed to finally start lowering interest rates. Economists say if progress continues, there could be a rate drop in September.
Next at 4, Dr. Zorba Pastor is here.
He'll talk about the benefits of intermittent fasting and what it could mean for those who have diabetes next at 4.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big time money on honey and tea.
12-ounce bargain bee honey, just 2 for $5, or 20-count Bigelow tea, 2 for $5.
Hi, Caramba, hot prices on honey and tea.
Bargain bee, 2 for $5. Bigelow, also 2 for $5.
Enjoy honey and tea season and save lots of money.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee-owned.
It's Woodman's.
My mental health was better, but uncontrollable movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, started disrupting my day.
TD felt embarrassing. I felt like disconnecting. I asked my doctor about treating my TD and learned about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza is clinically proven for reducing TD. Most people saw results in just 2 weeks. People taking Ingrezza can stay on most mental health meds. Only #1 prescribed Ingrezza has simple dosing for TD. Always 1 pill once daily. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have thoughts of suicide. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects including angioedema, potential heart rhythm problems, and abnormal movements. Report fevers, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these may be life-threatening. Sleepiness is the most common side effect.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With 35 years experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest, no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
You know you love it. You know you want it. And there's only one place like it where you can get it. Seafood like no other. Mad Seafood Boiler. Order online for delivery or dine in today.
We'll take a look at this at San Francisco, the Oakland Bay Bridge. Can you believe it's only 75 degrees there compared to, what are we, 80 is what Alex said? So
it'd be pretty comfortable there.
It would be. And you got the water. Very nice.
Yeah, very, very good. Well, a new study shows intermittent fasting is safe and effective for people with type 2 diabetes.
Dr. Zorba Pastor is here to explain what intermittent fasting is and how it can help. Thanks so much for coming back to Live at 4.
Good to be here. Well, first of all, fasting is when you have enough water so that you're not just fasting with water, but you're not eating any calories. And the question is, what does this do for our health? So, you know, there are a lot of athletes who say they fast intermittently because they think it's good for their health. So this particular study, I think, is a watershed study. They took newly diagnosed diabetics, okay, diabetics who had not been on any medication at all. One group they put on metformin, very standard first generation diabetic. Another empagliflozin, which is a different diabetic medication, also often used as the first one. And the other one fasted. They fasted 2 days a week, 2 non-consecutive days. So 5 days they ate food, 2 days they didn't eat food. Then they looked at their diabetes, hemoglobin A1C, blood sugar and stuff. They looked at it over a 3-month period, 4-month, 5-month, and 6-month period. Lo and behold, they dropped something called their hemoglobin A1C, which is a measurement of their blood sugar, by 1.5%, but they beat the drugs.
Really?
Wow.
That's what was amazing. They did a better job than metformin, which is the standard drug we use, and empagliflozin, which is another standard drug, new drug. It turned out fasting was better than the drugs that we commonly give for new diabetics. And these were all diabetics who were overweight.
And so did this allow their bodies and blood sugar just to kind of stabilize then a little bit? Or?
Good question. That's a good question. You should go into medicine.
I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is.
Nobody
but
wants
maybe
that.
Maybe that's it. Maybe fasting is just good for the body. Maybe not eating all the time is bad for the body. Well, what's amazing is it was better than the drugs that we use, which means that for diabetics, for years we've been telling diabetics, you've got to eat a certain diet, you've got to eat every day, 3 or 4 times a day on a regular basis, and take your medication. Maybe that's been the wrong, the wrong thing to say. Maybe what we should be saying is, how about fasting once or twice a week? And maybe that's good for other health issues that are metabolic issues. Maybe it's good for other people that they should be fasting. I think we're just on the sort of beginning to find out how good fasting may be for you.
And so the next steps would it be, trying intermittent fasting maybe for people who do take medications for diabetes already?
Exactly. But in that case, you want to talk to your physician because some medications, if you stay on the medication and you don't eat, you may lower your blood sugar too much. So for instance, if you're on insulin, you don't eat it all, your blood sugar is going to drop out. So if you want to try fasting, you want to talk to your physician and say, I'd like to try fasting, have a look over your drugs and make sure you're not on drugs that'll drop your blood sugar. But I think it's something that's very, very useful for diabetics and also for people who have other medical problems. And everyone in the diet who fasted lost weight.
So people have to find out what works for them because I always see things like eat a big breakfast, then don't eat a big breakfast, the 12-hour fasting, 16-hour,
right.
or like the day where you just go 24 hours without it.
Right, yeah. No, that's exactly it.
A lot of choices.
This study showed for newly diagnosed diabetics not on medication, fasting twice a week was healthy, it worked, and it's not going to put you at risk if you're not on any medication.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, food and dietary, you had some pizza now.
I did.
New York,
I just come back from New York. I'd had a slice of pizza. Let me tell you, my blood sugar, I'm sure, went up by the carbohydrates.
You have to treat
New
yourself.
York pizza, yeah, right. You've got to treat yourself sometime. Exactly, yeah. You've got to have, and of course in Wisconsin, I'm going to go have a brat on the grill. I mean, it's good to eat healthily, and it's also good to sin a little, although I really don't know where that term came from, but
definitely.
That's what people say.
Well, welcome back, and you enjoy your brat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we have alert days in the forecast for the hot weather, so maybe you want to do your brats inside for a little bit.
I would agree with that, Brady. In fact, well, if you want to do brats tonight, it's not a bad night at all. Let's start off with the good stuff. Temperatures are going to be slowly falling through the 80s down into the 60s. So a nice night for grilling, and we'll wake up in the morning right around 60 with a little bit of patchy fog. Then our attention turns to alert day conditions Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, adding Saturday because we will have the combination of very warm, humid temperatures moving in with high heat index values and also the potential for severe weather as well on Saturday. This is what we're up against potentially Sunday afternoon. Heat index values, that's the feels like factor to your body of 100 to 101 degrees across really all of southern Wisconsin. We'll be in the 90s for the feels like factor on Saturday and maybe again eclipsing 100 again on Monday. That's what the main thing is, that feels like factor. So plan ahead. We know there's activities this weekend. There's art fair on the square that Josh was just mentioning moments ago. So find that light clothing, cool spots, limit that time outside. Where's your air conditioner? Where's the fan? Locate that now and have that ready to go, and hydrate, hydrate, hydrate through this period of warm weather. Let's break that all down here. Bottom line, it will feel like 100 Saturday through Monday. Severe weather is possible during this time as well, with the main threat, strong winds and heavy rain. Thunderstorms moving into southern Wisconsin potentially as early as Saturday afternoon as that warm and humid air moves into southern Wisconsin with perhaps what we call a complex, a mesoscale convective system. It's a complex of storms with damaging winds moving in during the wee hours of Sunday morning. Muggy overnight temperatures in the 70s. We have a break, and then we do it all over again Sunday evening with another bout of thunderstorms moving into southern Wisconsin. These types of storms in these types of scenarios, we've got that marginal risk Saturday, a risk on Sunday, generally produce heavy rainfall, which we don't need any more of that, and also damaging winds. The hail threat and the tornado threat is usually a little bit lower as these thunderstorms congeal and form lines that we're expecting over the course of the weekend. Alert day conditions Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You know I'm a perpetual optimist. Look at Wednesday and beyond. Temperatures actually falling below normal after we get through a very, very warm and humid and stormy period. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
Solid core composite frame, triple pane windows.
From Scott the Window Guy at AHT Wisconsin Window.
I'm Scott the Window Guy from AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core composite frame triple pane window is the most energy efficient window made for Wisconsin, no matter what the season. Get free installation on any door or window purchase at scottthewindowguy.com.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Southern Wisconsin can expect alert day conditions Saturday through Monday at 5. I'll let you know how hot temperatures will get.
And how you can protect your pets from the extreme heat. We have the best tips to keep man's best friend cool. That's coming up next.
Milwaukee hosts the Republican National Convention, and News 3 Now brings you team coverage as Battleground Wisconsin grabs the national spotlight. Campaign 2024 GOP convention coverage live from Milwaukee, starting Monday on News 3 Now.
Take a look at this. Police in Ohio had a wild run-in with a robbery suspect. Body cameras captured the moment police in Ohio pulled multiple live rodents out of a robbery suspect's pants?
What?
Yeah, okay. It started as a break-in call at a Columbus restaurant. Moments later, another break-in call at a nearby pet store, where police say roughly 15 animals were found roaming loose inside and out. And a similar call from a footwear store. Then a tip that led officers to a sleeping suspect covered in glass, who's now facing multiple charges for the alleged surreal spree. I have a lot of questions.
Yeah, what if they got hungry in there? Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the National Weather Service puts on a colorful display of the record-setting heat wave hitting Las Vegas with a time lapse of the extreme temps turning crayons into colored cream. potentially dangerous temperatures, they never looked so beautiful, I guess.
That is very nice.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow is National French Fry Day, and here's how you can score some free fries this week and beyond at no cost. At McDonald's, through its app, you can get a medium free order of fries with any purchase of $1 or more. Over at Burger King, members of the loyalty program also get a free order of fries any size with a purchase of $1 or more. And at Wendy's, you can get a free order of fries any size with a purchase by redeeming the offer in its app. Those 3 offers are good for Friday and every Friday for the rest of 2024. There are also deals for French fries at Taco Mac, KFC, Arby's, and a number of other fast food chains. What do you like to dip your fries in?
Ooh, ketchup. Can't go wrong with ketchup.
I like barbecue sauce. I don't know if that's controversial.
It is. All right.
We'll find out. All right, we'll be right back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
It's going to be another sizzling hot summer. Don't burn up your money on high energy bills. Get new energy efficient windows from Champion.
We have saved 25 to 30% on our energy bill since installing the windows, which blew my mind.
Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus, get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save. Save 35% off your new Champion windows and $100 off every window you buy.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Imagine checking your own heart with medical precision from anywhere. Introducing KardioMobile 6L, the FDA-cleared EKG that provides 6 times more heart data than any smartwatch. And it detects 3 of the most common arrhythmias in just 30 seconds, including atrial fibrillation, bradycardia, and tachycardia. Check your heart with the most advanced personal EKG outside the hospital. Get yours at kardia.com or Amazon.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
When a crane collapsed during construction of a Major League sports stadium, 3 workers lost their lives. Their widows called us. When maintenance workers were permanently injured by an industrial accident at a public utilities power plant, the 7 injured workers called us. When a factory exploded, injuring dozens of workers, 18 victims, including all 3 families of men who lost their lives, called us. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
That wraps up today's Live at 4. Stick around for News 3 at 5. Meanwhile, Armand is in the newsroom with what to expect moving forward. Armand?
Tomorrow on Live at 4, we sit down with one of the actresses in Broadway's Moulin Rouge that's playing at the Overture. And next at 5, how you can help those impacted by an apartment fire in Janesville. Thanks for joining our Live at 4. We hope to see you right back here tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.